Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to do a fun and easy spring look with some of the new products I picked up from Haus Laboratories. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright you guys, so let's jump right into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with the Haus Laboratories Glam Room #1. I got mine from Amazon. This retails for $34. It has, let me count because I forgot. 10 individual shades. I haven't tried this eyeshadow palette yet, so I have no idea how these shades are going to perform. As you guys can see, most of these are pretty neutral, so you can definitely create more of like a natural look with it. You do have some bolder colors, darker colors, so that you can create both a daytime look and a nighttime look. And another thing I just noticed is the shade names are on the back. So when you look at the palettes right here, there are no shade names. I do wish they had the shade names like right under it. It does make things a bit easier, just to let you guys know what shades I'm using. But I'm glad that there are at least some shade names on the back. So even if I have to look back to see which shade is which, at least I can tell you guys a name. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the shade called Cameo, which is this very neutral shade right here. And as always, you guys, I am not the best at pronouncing things, so if I pronounce something weird or wrong, I do apologize. But I'm just going to take this shade onto the crease, and we're just going to, I guess, create some dimension. I've been doing this a lot lately, just putting in like a very, I don't know what you would call it, like a neutral tan shade on my crease. And then I go in with the lighter or shimmery shades up here, and then it's really fast and easy, and it doesn't look bad. I think it looks pretty good. So my thoughts so far about this shade is that it's blending out pretty well. It's not giving me any issues at all. It's performing the way that I would hope eyeshadows perform, so that's definitely a good thing, and I would hope that they perform well since this palette itself is a bit pricey. But I do see Haus Laboratories as a high-end brand and not a drugstore brand, so it kind of makes sense that they are priced the way that they are. However, not everything that is pricey is good quality. Just because it is pricey doesn't mean that you're gonna get absolutely like amazing quality. Sometimes there are drugstore items that perform better than high-end items, so I don't like to, you know, just disregard a product because of its price. I like to definitely test it out first and see how I feel about it, see if I like it. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade. This one is called Shimmy, and it's just like a really pretty purple shimmery shade. So I'm gonna put that mostly all over the lid. Well, mostly on the center of the lid, because I kind of want to go like dark, medium, and light with my shades. I don't know if you guys ever follow along to my videos. I feel like I haven't really done a lot of like actual tutorials, but when I do sit down and try out products, sometimes I do like to let you guys know what I'm doing, just in case. I'm sorry about the airplanes going by. They hate me. Every time I sit down to record, there's just always airplanes that go by because I live next to an airport. It's so bad. This shade looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the other eye. Also, another thing that I'm noticing is that there isn't much fallback on the eyes or on the palette itself, so that's really nice. Sometimes it's a little frustrating when the eyeshadows just go all over the place and it just gets really messy, so it's nice when a palette doesn't do that, and it still performs, you know, pretty well, because I'm not really having any issues with these shades so far. So moving on, I'm going into this shade. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's either Contort or Contort. I feel like I just said those in the same way. I don't know. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. But I'm going to apply the shade mostly on the outer corner and just darken things up. So right there. Yes. So contort or contort? It's probably neither of those. I really like the way this is turning out. These are super easy to work with, so I am very pleased so far. Alright, so that is what that is looking like. I'm going to take a clean brush and just blend this out a little bit so that it doesn't look too harsh. I do like to soften some shades out sometimes if I feel like they don't look soft enough. But I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I'm just trying to soften it up so there are no harsh lines. So I'm going to do the same thing over here and just blend. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to this shade right here called Spotlight. So I am going to go on the inner corner and then I'm going to go into the eyelid as well. Ooh, yes, that looks very pretty. Alright you guys, so I'm going back in to the shade called Cameo, which is this one right here. I already got some on the brush and I'm just applying that mostly all over the lower lash line, except for the inner part, which is this part right here. Alright, and then I just cleaned off this same brush a little bit on my pants because I don't know where I put my brush cleaner. But I'm going to now go into that shimmery shade that we used earlier. It's called Spotlight. And I am just going to apply that on the inner lower lash line area. Alright, so my camera died. I didn't even realize it and I had already moved on to eyeliner. This is the Haus Laboratories liquid eyeliner. This is just your usual felt tip liner. It is a black shade. And I was telling you guys that I also purchased this from Amazon. All of these products from Haus Laboratories, I purchased them from Amazon. The eyeliner itself, let me close it real quick. But the eyeliner itself retails for $20. That again is a high-end price. It didn't hurt that much though to purchase this for $20 because some of my favorite eyeliners such as the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner and the Tarte eyeliner, which is the Man-Eater eyeliner, are also around that same price. So I'm very picky when it comes to eyeliners, which is why I don't mind spending a bit more on them as long as they're going to be good. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do both eyes and then we can move on to the next product. It's just so easy and effortless it just like glides on. It's great. Alright you guys, so there it is. I think that was pretty easy, and the eyeliner itself, it's pretty pigmented. It just glides on. I didn't have any issues with it. It doesn't like tug at your skin. I'll just have to see how it wears throughout the day, but I have absolutely no complaints about it so far. But alright you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and apply lashes and mascara and then I'll be right back so we can go ahead and move on to the next product. Alright you guys, all done. So moving on to the next product. This is the, I have it right here because I forget the names. But this is the Le Monster Matte Lip Crayon. This one retails for $18 and I got two of them. I had a bit of trouble with this one. I wanted to get the shade Hot Rod, which is a really pretty like bright pink shade, but they kept sending this one. This one is in the shade Dust. So at first I was a little annoyed, but I decided to go ahead and keep this one because it looks like a really pretty shade as well. And then I went ahead and ordered another one in the shade that I wanted, which is Hot Rod, and then I got another one in the shade Dust. So I tried to return that other one and get a replacement, and then the replacement they sent was also supposed to be in the shade Hot Rod, and they sent another one of these. So now I have three of the same shade. Two are supposed to be getting refunded. I have to go drop them off, but I kept one of them, and then the other one that I got is in the shade, I believe 1950 or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, this one is in the shade 1950. I'm not sure what happened there or what's happening with Amazon, but we are going to go in with the shade that they keep sending me, which is the shade called Dust. And I think it's gonna look really nice with this look. The other one is just like a bright red shade, so I don't feel like it would look like it would fit very well with this look. But anyways, enough talking. I'll go ahead and apply it and let you guys know what my thoughts are. Well, that is a really pretty shade, so that's definitely a plus. These are very creamy. They're really easy to apply. They just like glide on. And I like the coverage too, like they're quite pigmented. Alright, and there we go. That is what that looks like. This is a really pretty shade and it's very wearable. I do recommend this shade. I do wish they hadn't sent me so many of these, but you know, it happens for a reason, I guess, and I do like it, so I'm happy that I decided to keep one of them. But alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys like it. I know the wing liner definitely made it a bit more dramatic than your usual everyday, like, fresh spring look. I did want to do something a bit more simple, but I don't hate this look. I'm pretty happy with it, so I really hope that you guys like it as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Boop. I can't talk.